Good morning, everyone. We are going to be doing a walk up 60th Street. That's right. I did a little trick out on you guys. I was showing the Avenue N train station, and you probably all thought we were going to go down Avenue N over there. Maybe another day. So today we are going to walk the entire length of 60th Street. Looks like they are doing their delivery of Coca-Cola. There's a big Coca-Cola truck. I don't know if it's the same truck we saw on 65th Street the other day. Yes, we are going to be walking from McDonald Avenue all the way up to 2nd Avenue. That's where this ends. This street will end right up against the old Army Terminal buildings in Sunset Park. That's the furthest you can go. So we'll be ending right up against that. There's like a wall over there with the gate, and you look down and I guess you see the parking lot. But we are going to be passing by some homes along 60th Street. This is another route that takes truck traffic. Another busy route. I wouldn't say it's as busy as 65th Street, but it's still lively. And we're going to cross over here and make our way up. If you're wondering what neighborhood we're in now, to start it off, we are in the Mapleton area. This is the Mapleton neighborhood. And we'll be crossing into two more neighborhoods. We will eventually get into Borough Park when we get across 18th Avenue, and then we will take Borough Park into Sunset Park at around 9th Avenue, and then that's where we'll end it, in Sunset Park, close to Bay Ridge. It is overcast again. It was sunny just literally about maybe 20 minutes ago. Very sunny. It was a nice sunrise, but the clouds came back in. This is the weather we're going to be getting for the next few days. It is 62 out. It is chilly out. I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt as usual. I will wear shorts and a t-shirt even in the upper 50s. So that's how I roll. And today is, for those calendar watchers, I believe it's September 25th. It's Tuesday. But by the time you're watching this, by the time this goes up, it might be the end of September. It might be the very end, might be the last day. So we're passing by two schools here. We just passed by a public school. And this is the schoolyard for the public school. I didn't get the number, but it was in the camera view. But this school right here, this is, if my memory serves right, this is Bishop Kearney. It looks like it's closed down. Yes, it definitely looks closed down. All right, here we are on Bay Parkway. And we're gonna get the light. Perfect timing. If you're wondering what time it is, it's around 9 in the morning. So yeah, this is a route. We will hear some horn honking. We'll see a lot of buses. This is a route for the B9. At times there we may see some storefronts, maybe some garages. I know when we get up to, as we get up to Sunset Park, and we get up to like 5th and 4th Avenue, we'll be getting close to that Gowanus overpass. For those of you who have never been down 68th Street, this is 68th Street. I don't know how long it's going to take to do this walk. I'd say it's around 3 miles. So it may take us about 50 minutes. This will be a straight run. No pun intended, we are walking, but this will be a straight walk. There should be no breaks. The only breaks we'll have is when we have to stop for a traffic light. Looks like that garbage truck down there is blocking traffic. You can see most of the homes so far that we've been passing on either side of the block are these, the brick, 2-story bricks with the patios in the front. It's the same thing on the other side of the street. Looks like right here on this pole in front of us there is a red light traffic cam. Very comfortable walking weather. This is the best time of the year, this and spring. And for me personally, winter is good too. I know people don't like the cold, but I actually love the cold. Looks like we got some homes here that are a little offset off the sidewalk. Got a driveway that goes through to the next street. 20th Avenue. We have done 20th Avenue a couple times. So we recently did 65th Street. About a week ago, and I was like, eventually one day we'll get down here, and then somebody threw a comment in there. And you know, just so I gotta say this, I do not do requests. I always make sure to make people know that. However, you're bound to do something that somebody wants, right? So he had mentioned 60th Street, and I had said, I'm sure we'll do it sometime before the end of the year. And you know what? Today was a pretty clear day for me, and I was like, this is easy enough. I've got to go into Bay Ridge anyway today, so if I do this walk, yeah, nice house across the street there. By doing this walk, it gets me into close to Bay Ridge. It's where I gotta be. So from there, when I finish this walk, I'll get into Bay Ridge and do what I gotta do. So it works out. So just like my previous walks, even though the camera goes off, I keep walking. I probably do a lot of walking in the fall, more than the spring, as I get ready for winter. Usually winter for me, with the channel, is usually a break in January. I mean, we'll still be doing walks, but it'll be very sporadic in January, and then we start picking back up in February. But the only thing we like to do mostly in January is snowstorms, if there are any snowstorms. So this year we actually had some snow in January. We're on 19th Avenue here. I got a traffic light I gotta get by. Make sure I'm not gonna get hit here. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I was saying we'll be doing some walks in January, but they'll be spread out. Now look at this sidewalk. This tree is really taking over here. I'm literally walking up and now back down. That's funny. Look at that old home across the street. You could really decorate that for Halloween. October, excuse me, October is right around the corner. Got a little beba here. It's a beba. Well, my camera's still recording at 18th Avenue. We did 65th Street and I lost 18th Avenue. So what I'm gonna do, actually, you guys are gonna notice a fade, but I'm purposely doing that. I'm just, so I don't jinx myself here. We're gonna do, I'm gonna stop the camera and start it. I'm not the camera, I'm gonna stop the recording and start it just so I record the clip. So here we go. Stop right here. Oh, we gotta wait anyway, so here we go. Take a nice look around and I'll be right back. Here we go. That's funny, huh? Starting to get, I don't know, just after what happened last time. Make sure that doesn't happen again. That's a public school we just passed. We're on the corner of 18th Avenue and 60th, and we are now transitioning into the Borough Park region. So we are officially in Borough Park until we get to Sunset Park. So this section of the neighborhood will go from 18th Avenue up to 9th Avenue. Bradbury. And this is 17th Avenue. And it's a pretty busy avenue down here, huh? This is the first one where we have had to stop and wait for the light. We've been able, up until this point, we've been able to cut through the lights. As we get further up, it's going to get more busier with the traffic. And yes, we are in Borough Park, so expect car horns. The other day we were walking in Borough Park. Where were we walking? I can't remember. Was it? Oh, it was 14th Avenue. I had a funny moment in the walk where we had been walking. I can't remember how many blocks we were walking, but we were walking a good, I want to say we were walking at least several blocks, and we didn't even hear a car horn. And I had made the comment, look at that home. I had made the comment that I had not heard a car horn, which was shocking because, you know, as soon as you cross into Borough Park, it's like immediate. And so I had made the comment, and I guess at some point as we were walking, we finally heard one. And then after that, we heard a few more, and it was over. So, some of these homes right here. Across the street, school buses, lots of school buses for the next couple of blocks possibly. At least until we get past 13th or 12th Avenue. You should be seeing school buses. This is 16th Avenue. As we get up in this area, we should see some like garages and stuff like that, some businesses. We are about to walk over the Brooklyn-Queens Railway tracks right now. This is not the N line. This is the Brooklyn-Queens Railway over here. This gate, this fence will lead you down there if you jump over it and go down, I guess. But we're not going to do that. That's what we're walking over right now. This is pretty much where the rail splits away from the N line. So if you ever ride the N line, you come out on, as soon as you come out over on 59th Street and you're riding on the way to 8th Avenue, you'll be riding along the rail. You'll see the railway next to the N line up until about Fort Hamilton Parkway, where it starts to split and turn away, and that's this area here. It looks like I'm about to hit a construction zone. Hey, that's right, ride the bike right where people are supposed to be walking instead of riding in the street. Looks like they're doing some sidewalk work. Fifteenth Avenue. What we're gonna do, if I can get it done, just give me a second here. Since we've been on this side of the street for a while, let's cross over. switch over to this side of 60th Street. Yeah, it's gonna be noisy, sorry. But anybody watching this knows this is New York, specifically Brooklyn, but I think the last 2 walks we did were nice and quiet, you know, so I was like, you know what, we gotta get back into some noise, wake everybody up. That is a very odd addition to these kind of houses. It's actually not a really good look, but whatever. At that old home across the street right behind the tree there. That definitely needs some work. Take a look at some of the buildings on that side. And on this side we have some bricks. We're about to cross the Utrecht Avenue. I'm gonna slow down because the light's about to turn red anyway, so nothing I could do about it. So this is where it gets real busy. This is where you see backed up traffic. Here we go, 14th Avenue. We were just here the other day. Looks like there's a train about to leave the station up there. Savarese pastry shop. It smells really good. Been here a long time, since 1918, guys. That's how long this place has been around. 1918, over 100 years. Looks like we got a bottle wholesale place there. I'll tell you, I can still smell that bakery. Yep. Engine 247 across the street there. Third Avenue, listen to me, 13th Avenue. That's third with a 1 in front of it. We will be passing 3rd Avenue, but that 3rd Avenue, when we get up there, that's all the Gowanus overpass. We've got the lumber yard over here. And that right there is Bingo Wholesale, which at one time was a Pathmark. It was definitely a supermarket. It's always been like a market, supermarket kind of thing, but I believe it was Pathmark back in the day. And you can see when you get to these areas where there's a lot of commercial, there are still some homes sprinkled in here and there. It's mostly commercial fronts. Just like I said earlier, this is a just like 65th Street is a big route for trucks. We'll probably see more trucks over here, but that's interesting. I thought they were closed. It's an Italian wholesale over there. Looks like they're still around. 12th Avenue. Well, we're gonna get hit with the lights. So what I'll do is I'll cross back over to this side. So far we have walked a little over 30 minutes, I guess. And we started, oh, I better get across the street. I didn't see him. We walked from McDonald Avenue up to this point. We're pretty much walking the entire length of 60th Street. So this is it. When you see 60th Street in this walk, this is the most you'll see. See some homes across the street. Smells like ironworks right now. Smells like burned metal. Imagine getting called for a job interview there. You show up. I could tell you stories. when I was young, man, before I joined the Navy and I was, you know, going to school, there was some places that I needed like a job. And I remember there was this one place that called me for an interview, and I went, and I never went inside. I was like, I'm not going in there. And it could have been the nicest place inside. It could have been, you know, furnished, beautiful, but you know what? I judged that book by its cover, man, and I did not go inside. That's probably where I smell all the ironworks from. There was a guy, we passed a guy grinding some metal back there, but I'm pretty sure that most of what I'm smelling is from that place to my right. 11th Avenue. We are right up against, you know, we're on the border, right? We're right up against Dyker Heights right now. This is the far north end of Dyker Heights over here. But this is Borough Park right now. '11th Avenue. And yes, we pretty much all the avenues we're going through right now, we've walked through, so. Now we're doing the streets, I guess. Just waiting for this light to change. It's going to change in a second, and we'll start moving again. There we go. So you can see we have now moved into the heavy commercial areas. There you go, guys, my dream home right here. Look at that. The first thought on everyone's mind, high crime area. I'm going to tell you, it's not a high crime area. Does crime happen here? Yeah, but this is not high crime. There might be a reason why there's a lot of gates on those houses. Maybe those are being used for storage of tools and stuff. I mean, right next to these, you know, you gotta be careful. Like a lot of these places you see down here, sometimes they're not even homes anymore. They're really used for storage of the tools for a lot of these construction companies that you see, these auto garage units and stuff like that. All right, walking underneath scaffolding. We're about to get over to Fort Hamilton Parkway. And this right here is a little stretch of 10th Avenue that kind of pops out of nowhere. Kind of give you guys a look. Yeah, 10th Avenue, they're pretty much, it ends there, and then it ends there at the park. And then it does continue on the other side. It's kind of strange. right, so we were just here the other day when we were doing 9th Avenue. We had to come down 60th Street here on Fort Hamilton Parkway to continue on the other side, if you remember this area. So we're doing it again. Oh, I was gonna go for it. It's okay, light's gonna change. There we go. So this is it. Say goodbye to Borough Park. We are now moving into the last neighborhood. We will go from 9th Avenue to 2nd Avenue. 9th Avenue is just up ahead of us on the next block, so we will be in Sunset Park for the remainder of the walk. Oh, this is where I always when I walk by here, I always almost get hit by this guy. I think I had mentioned that a while back. And that guy's been in there for years on that thing, so. All right, here we are on 9th Avenue. And now we may see a switch back to residential. Not too sure, because it's been a while since I've been on this part of 60th Street. That's the end line is down there. And part of the Brooklyn Queens Railroad. And we are in Sunset Park. This was my first neighborhood in the world when I came to life. For a short period of time, we lived on 6th Avenue as a child, and then we were on 8th Avenue for a while. I was on 8th Avenue between 41st and 42nd Street. We were about to hit 8th Avenue on 60th Street. So this is a neighborhood I'm very familiar with. I think the last time we walked down here, I want to say it might have been a snowstorm. So it would have been a while ago. Along 8th Avenue, of course. And this is a really busy intersection where we're about to hit, so. Probably one of the busier ones. Until we get up to like 5th Avenue. This is 8th Avenue. Now let me stop here so you guys get a look. This guy selling some clothes. And you can see how crowded the intersection is with people. And this is before 10 a.m. So. All right. Here we go. Six more big blocks we gotta walk. 6 more. So I hope everyone's feet are not hurting. Honestly, mine don't. My feet never really hurt. I'll tell you when my feet hurt. They hurt after I'm done and I'm, I guess, sitting down for a while. So yesterday is a good example. So yesterday I recorded the walks that you all probably saw already, Quentin Road, and I did Avenue S. And on top of that, I then continued to walk from Stillwell Avenue all the way back into Dyker Heights. So I did about 10 miles yesterday. I felt fine, you know. Or I'm sitting down doing the editing for the Quentin Road walk. And I had been sitting down, I guess I'd been sitting down for about, oh, I'm going for it. I'm going to run. Here we go. All right, I made it. I'd been sitting down for about 15-20 minutes, and I get up and I plant my feet, and that's when I felt the pain. I was like, ah. It doesn't last long. It'll last maybe for about a few minutes and it goes away, but it's because my feet were so, you know, I guess used yesterday, and then the rest, I guess the feet are healing at that point, and then you get right back up. So we got all of these apartment buildings just stacked right next to each other. And in case you're wondering what's on the other side, it's those kind of homes with the aluminum siding and the brick. So that's what's on that side. This is the definition of a next door neighbor right here. You know, there's a lot of country folk out there that they have next door neighbors that are up the road, but this is a next door neighbor right here. In Dyker Heights, where I live, in my neighborhood, we have, you know, we're pretty much separate. We have our houses are separated, but not that far, you know, like a driveway length. And plus they're like private houses, so not apartment buildings. But over here on 60th Street, you can see, so all those houses are just stacked right next to each other. Sixth Avenue. And we're going to be walking right by OLPH. Oof, and we got the light. We got the light. OLPH, that is the school. Come on, make the turn. Get the camera up there so you can see it. Got some smaller homes here. So this walk has a lot of variety. I mean, there's so many different types of architecture, from brick, like box types next to each other, to, you know, houses, garages, commercial space. And right after this apartment building, we're going to be walking by some walk-ups, which is another different style. So you get to see every 60th Street, you get to see every type of style of home. Well, almost every style, because there's some that they definitely don't have, but pretty much most of them. Now this is your typical Sunset Park style right here. Sunset Park, Park Slope. There you go. And we do have the church to my right. I will swing the camera around in a second. Here we go. We just did 9th Avenue a few weeks ago. Seems like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we were over here. Some more looks at the church on the 68th Street side. You really get to see how big this church is when you're walking up 60th Street. Multiple levels. And we have reached 5th Avenue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross over to that side. All right, we're almost done. We are walking downhill now. I'll swing the camera over to my left. You got some old brick homes here, walk-up homes. Interesting designs with the windows. We're gonna have to cross back over. You got some construction going on over here. We just walked down that hill and you can kind of see where we're gonna end it. If you look past, you could see the Gowanus overpasses, and in between that gap there where those cars are, you could see the front facing of the Army Terminal buildings. That's where we're gonna end it. We're getting close here. This right here is 4th Avenue. And this guy is just standing here with a fan. I'm gonna go for it. Very rare for me to cross against a light on 4th Avenue, but because of all this construction, it's slowing down a lot of stuff. All right, we're in the home stretch, people. This is it. 2 more blocks and we are done. We've got to cross the, we just crossed the big 4th Avenue and we got to cross the big 3rd Avenue. 2nd Avenue should be easy to cross because, well, I don't even think we're going to cross it. I think we're just going to end it right on the corner. So like I always like to do when we get close to the end of the walk, I like to thank everybody for coming along. We got one more, I don't know about the next block. I think the next block has some too, but we definitely have another row here of walk-ups. Now, because I stopped the camera earlier to make sure one of those clips was set, I lost track of the counter time. I think it was like 15 or 16 minutes. I think we're at about close to an hour of walking. This is definitely a 3-mile walk, or even a little bit more. Big 3rd Avenue right here. We'll see what we could do as far as the light. The light is green for us right now, but it doesn't last long. It's counting down right now. 15 seconds. You think we can make it without running? Oh. I'm not running it. I'm not gonna run it. This guy's gonna help me out. Oh, we're gonna do it. We made it. I had to run at the last second. All right, this is the last one. You could see the old Army Terminal in front of us. And just a couple blocks that way, there goes the 65th Street Tower buildings. We would be in Bay Ridge. I am going to continue into Bay Ridge without you all. I need some privacy. I need my privacy. No, really, honestly, the battery is... I have my battery pack so I could charge, but the current battery is running down at about 10%. So. And I already gave you guys a 2nd Avenue walk, so. For those of you new to the channel, just go into the channel. I always tell people go into the homepage of my channel. And you can scroll through. We have playlists of the neighborhoods. We have, or you can just scroll through each video and look for one. There's a little magnifying glass on my page that you could click and search an intersection or an avenue to see if we did it yet. In Brooklyn, I do mostly Brooklyn walks. I do go to the other places though. But people like the Brooklyn walks. Here we go. We're gonna end it right on the corner, no reason to cross. We did it complete 60th Street from McDonald Avenue, 3 miles across Brooklyn to 2nd Avenue. No stops, except for the traffic lights we stopped, but no brakes. Nothing to get in front of us. So that's it. Well, it's a good thing I'm stopping on the corner because I had a red light, so. All right, guys, I hope everyone enjoyed this. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next walk we do. Take care, everyone, and bye-bye.